Hello everybody! Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's been stirring up quite a bit of conversation lately. Milk. Yes, the staple in many of our diets. You heard right, milk. But this isn't just any ordinary milk we're talking about. We're focusing on milk from cows given a special feed additive called Bovaer. This isn't just a minor tweak, it's a significant change in dairy farming. Now, this additive is designed to reduce the environmental impact of dairy farming, which is a good thing for our planet. It aims to cut down methane emissions from cows, a major contributor to greenhouse gases. But as with anything new, there are questions and concerns, especially when it comes to our health. People want to know if this additive is safe for consumption. Some folks in the UK, where big supermarket chains like Tesco, Morrisons and Aldi are selling this milk, are worried. They are cautious about what they put into their bodies. They're hearing whispers about potential health risks linked to Bovaer. And let me tell you, those whispers can get loud on social media. Misinformation spreads quickly. So today, we're going to separate fact from fiction. We'll dive deep into the research and data available. We'll hear from the experts who can break down the science behind Bovaer and address those health concerns head-on. These experts have dedicated their careers to studying food safety and environmental science. We'll also clear up any confusion about the involvement of Bill Gates because, yes, somehow his name got thrown into the mix. We'll explore why his name is associated with this topic. By the end of this, my hope is that you'll feel informed and empowered to make the best choices for you and your family when it comes to that cold glass of milk. Let's get into it. Stay tuned and let's uncover the truth together. Now, let's dive into why Bovaer is making headlines in the first place. It's all about those methane emissions I mentioned earlier. Methane is a significant contributor to global warming, and cows are one of the largest sources of this potent greenhouse gas. You see, cows, as much as we love them, are natural methane producers. Their unique digestive system, which allows them to break down tough plant materials, also generates methane as a byproduct. Their digestion process releases this potent greenhouse gas into the atmosphere, contributing significantly to climate change. This is a major issue because methane is much more effective at trapping heat in the atmosphere than carbon dioxide. And since dairy farming is a global industry, those emissions really add up. With millions of cows around the world, the cumulative effect on our climate is substantial. Enter Bovaer, a feed additive developed to tackle this environmental challenge. This innovative solution aims to reduce the methane emissions from cows, making dairy farming more sustainable. It works by inhibiting the enzyme in a cow's stomach that produces methane. This means that the cows can still digest their food effectively, but with much lower methane emissions. By adding a small amount of Bovaer to their feed, farmers can significantly reduce the amount of methane their cows release. This makes dairy farming more sustainable and climate-friendly. Sounds promising, right? It could be a game changer for the industry. But here's where things get a little complicated. While the environmental benefits are clear, there are other factors to consider. As news of this new additive spread, so did concerns about its potential impact on human health. People began to wonder if there were any unintended consequences of consuming milk from cows given Bovaer. Some people started questioning whether milk from cows given Bovaer was truly safe for consumption. Could there be hidden risks that we haven't yet identified? Were there hidden risks lurking in our lattes and cereal bowls? This is a valid concern that needs thorough investigation. That's what we're going to find out right now. We'll explore the science behind Bovaer and its impact on both the environment and human health. The internet, as we know, can be a breeding ground for both information and misinformation. And when it comes to our health, it's understandable that people are quick to worry. That's exactly what happened with Bovaer. Rumors started swirling online, linking the additive to some pretty scary health problems like cancer and fertility issues. Now, I want to be clear. These claims have been debunked by experts, but that doesn't mean they haven't caused a stir. It's important to remember that not everything we read on social media is accurate or based on scientific evidence. In fact, a lot of it is just plain wrong. Unfortunately, these unfounded fears have led some people to boycott milk from cows fed Bovaer. They're worried about the potential long-term effects on their health and the health of their families. So let's bring in the experts to help us sort through all of this. We need to understand the science behind Bovaer and whether these health concerns hold any water. Thankfully, there are brilliant minds out there who have been studying this very issue. One such expert is Professor Gunter Kuhnle, a professor of nutrition and food science. He's been very clear in his assessment of Bovaer, stating that there is no scientific evidence to suggest that it poses any risk to human health. Another leading voice in this discussion is Hobson, a registered nutritionist and author. He's echoed Professor Kuhnle's sentiments, emphasizing that Bovaer has undergone rigorous testing and has been deemed safe for consumption. He's even gone on record saying that he would happily drink milk from cows given Bovaer. And let me tell you, when it comes to food and nutrition, Hobson is someone I trust. Section 5. Safety first, rigorous testing and approvals. Now let's talk about those rigorous tests. Before any new food additive can hit the market, it has to go through a series of stringent safety assessments, and Bovaer is no exception. In fact, it's been subjected to even more scrutiny than most, given the public attention surrounding it. Both the UK and European food safety authorities, these are the folks responsible for ensuring the safety of our food supply, have given Bovaer their seal of approval. They've reviewed all the available scientific evidence, including studies on its potential effects on human health, and have concluded that it's perfectly safe for consumption. These approvals are not given lightly. They're based on years of research and analysis by leading scientists and experts in their fields. So, when they say something is safe to eat, we can trust that they've done their due diligence. Section 6. The Bill Gates connection, separating fact from fiction. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the billionaire philanthropist in the dairy aisle, Bill Gates. His presence in discussions about climate change and agriculture has sparked a lot of interest and speculation. You might be wondering what on earth Bill Gates has to do with cow burps and milk. It seems like an odd connection at first glance, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Well, here's the connection. Bill Gates, through his foundation, has been a vocal advocate for tackling climate change. His efforts span a wide range of initiatives, from renewable energy projects to agricultural innovations. And as we've discussed, methane emissions from cows are a significant contributor to this global challenge. Methane is a potent greenhouse gas, and reducing its emissions is crucial for mitigating climate change. Now, Bill Gates has invested in various companies and technologies that aim to reduce methane emissions, including companies working on feed additives for cows. These feed additives are designed to alter the digestive process in cows, thereby reducing the amount of methane they produce. However, it's crucial to note that he's not directly involved in the development or production of Bovaer. Bovaer is a specific feed additive developed by a different company, and while Gates supports the broader goal, he isn't tied to this particular product. The association seems to stem from his broader interest in climate solutions and his support for innovative approaches to reducing greenhouse gases. Gates has always been a proponent of using technology and innovation to solve some of the world's most pressing problems. It's also worth mentioning that there are other methane-reducing supplements out there, some of which Bill Gates has supported. These supplements vary in their composition and method of action, but share the common goal of reducing methane emissions from livestock. These supplements work in different ways to achieve the same goal of lowering methane emissions from livestock. Some target the microbes in the cow's stomach, while others alter the fermentation process. So, while Bill Gates is a proponent of innovative solutions for climate change, it's important to make that distinction and not conflate his support for the cause with any specific product or company. His role is more about fostering a broader ecosystem of innovation and supporting various efforts to combat climate change. Section 7. Your milk, your choice, understanding the options. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Oprah, even with all these reassurances, I'm still a little hesitant. I'm not sure I'm ready to embrace this new additive just yet, and that's perfectly okay. You have every right to be informed and make choices that align with your comfort level. The good news is that you have options. In many supermarkets, you'll find milk labeled as coming from cows fed with Bovaer, and you'll also find milk without that label. This gives you the power to choose what you feel most comfortable bringing into your home. If you're still on the fence, why not do a little more research? Read up on the science, talk to your doctor, and see what sits well with you. The most important thing is that you feel confident and informed about the choices you're making for yourself and your family. Section 8. Trust the science, Bovaer, and the future of food. As we move towards a more sustainable future, we can expect to see more innovations like Bovaer in the food industry. These innovations are all about reducing our environmental impact without compromising the quality or safety of our food. It's about finding smarter, more sustainable ways to feed a growing population. Change can be unsettling, especially when it involves something as essential as our food supply. But it's important to approach these advancements with an open mind and a healthy dose of critical thinking. Let's rely on credible sources of information, consult with experts, and base our decisions on scientific evidence rather than fear-mongering headlines. Section 9. The final word. Enjoy your milk worry-free. So what's the bottom line? The experts have spoken, the science is clear, milk from cows given Bovaer is safe to drink. Those fears about cancer, fertility issues, and other health problems, they're simply not backed up by evidence. Of course, if you have any lingering concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor or a registered dietitian for personalized advice. But for now, I encourage you to pour yourself a glass of milk, relax, and know that you're making a healthy and sustainable choice. And remember, staying informed is key. Let's continue to ask questions, seek out reliable sources, and engage in thoughtful conversations about the future of our food.